Hello everybody, BrioS here. Today I have for you the infamous and very deadly 40-ton top tier Innisphere battle mech, the Vulcan. And most of you know or probably know about the Vulcan 5T, but the Vulcans are generally a good range of mechs and most people forget the other variants. So for you guys today, I have this really beautiful, I hope you like the decals, this really beautiful mech, and this is actually the Vulcan 5M. And what makes this build different from the Vulcan 5T is that it's firstly not a Vulcan 5T. I am kind of sick of playing the meta all the time, so I like to explore different builds. And this build is actually pretty darn effective. And let me tell you why. If you look at its quirks just here, you can see that the Vulcan 5M actually has a pulse laser heat reduction of 5%, and that reduces the heat generated, which is pretty darn nice. And of course, a large pulse laser cooldown of 10%, which I am not using, and some structure coax, which is actually half that of the Vulcan 5T, which is kind of strange. But even though, honestly, this is inferior to the Vulcan 5T, it still fulfills a very good role. And when I show you the mech lab, you'll realize it looks the same, but honestly, it plays differently. So let me get down to the mech lab first. So if you look at mech lab, this runs, yes, pulse lasers, in fact 4 medium pulse lasers compared to the 5 MPLs of the Meta 5T build, but this is actually a very high mobility, very high speed build meant to do a sustained fight style, and that's because it has a XL315 engine, when with speed tweak skills that gives it a speed of 133.3, as fast or even faster than most light mechs, and with 6 jump jets, lots of mobility, especially with the very high baseline mobility of the Vulcan. And to utilize the pulse heat reduction of 5%, I'm putting 4 medium pulse lasers with 12 double heat sinks that allows it to, well, deal damage over a long period of time before overheating. And compared to the Vulcan 5T, which does more damage, more burst damage in a way, this one does less because it is 1 million pulse laser less, but with the heat quirk and 12 double heat sinks, this can fire longer. So this is more of a sustained DPS kind of build. So what else can this guy do? Well, it can do things like capping, knife fighting, and basically fight off lights. It's as fast and as mobile as most lights, with 4 medium pulse lasers able to fire a very long period of time. And you'll see that to great effect in the gameplay. But as for skills, like I said, very high speed, very high mobility build, which differentiates this from the Vulcan 5T. And to do that, I put 16 SPs into mobility. Like I said, 3 nodes of speed tweak to reach that 133 kph speed. And with the rest, of course, the usual bonuses that I like to get: 10.5% XL bonus, 14% decel bonus, and a turn rate of 24%, allowing the Vulcan, which is already very agile, to be even more agile. And because you want to go in and sustain fight with the enemy, you need a bit more survivability because you will take more return fire. And with that, 18 SPs into survival with this strange configuration, but this configuration actually gives you a bit more structure than normal, 25.9% to maximize the bonus from the quirks because it stacks, and an armor bonus of 8.8, a bit more, but it helps. And with the hitboxes of the Vulcan being so fantastic, this makes it a very survivable mech. And of course, you have offensive capabilities. If you want to do sustained fighting, you need that again, heat skills. So heat skills are the priority, 8.25% reduction, and with the pulse laser heat reduction from the quirk, that's a 13.25 reduction percent reduction in the heat, which is really nice. And range bonus of 11% is great. Combined with the 10% from the quirk, that's a 21% range increase. Yes, Vulcans have 10% extra range. So with MPLs, you can always poke at longer distance, allowing the enemy to be a bit more disorientated, making them more disorientated rather, and then you can reposition. And of course, other bonuses include a 7.5 cooldown reduction, allowing you to fire faster, and that helps because you only have 4 MPLs. And of course, moving on to operations, 15 SPs for 3 nodes of cool run, increasing the heat dissipation by 6%, and 5 nodes of heat containment to increase the capacity of the heats by 15%. And also, this is a 0 SP sensor tree build, that means no radar deprivation, saving the points from this tree to put it elsewhere. And that's because with this speed and mobility, you can easily find hard cover and hide from those lurms. And finally, auxiliary tree for 10 SPs, 2 cool shots, and 2 strikes. So that rounds up the Vulcan 5M. In summary, this is a sustained DPS fighter with those 4 meter pulse lasers able to fight longer without overheating, more so than the Vulcan 5T. And also, very high speed at 133 kph and very high mobility, those 6 jump jets and high baseline mobility. So this plays like a light, so you can do lots of light things like cap, harass assaults, and dodge and fight, and you'll see that in the gameplay to come. It's actually pretty darn effective, but honestly not as good as a 5T. But aren't you guys sick of the meta? I know I am. So anyway, let's get down to some gameplay and I'll show you that this build can still do lots of damage. So let's go! Solaris City, the map with FPS issues, and is getting surprisingly popular nowadays. My theory is that people don't like lerm boats, and with the combined queue, sometimes the group in Alpha Lance is just pure lerms and pure toxins. So nobody likes that, and it's really hard to lerm on Solaris City because of the CQB close quarters battles that tend to happen here with all the tall buildings and narrow streets. And that's what my build excels in, using the high speed and high mobility to duck in and out and do hit and run knifing attacks. And today I'm bumping into Vet Heller in front here in his Zeus, the skirmish hero with 100 kph, I think with MASC. And we are both taking the right flank, clearing the right side and scouting ahead. And one thing about this mech, it actually suits my predominant playstyle, which is the MPL Skirmisher. If you're wondering, I do like that playstyle quite a lot. But I do like to vary my playstyles because playing one thing too much and it gets pretty boring. Oh, light, Charlie 5. 2 lights. And a medium. Charlie 5.
Up high.
Yup. And a heavy, a marauder. I guess we chase squirrels.
Squirrels are the best.
Oh, fish! That's a big squirrel. Charlie 6, assault. Suddenly an assault. Go, go vet, go! There they are. Oh, different strat. They're all there. Okay, they're all in Charlie 6. Be careful. Don't YOLO in.
YOLO.
They are hollowing pula. They are just holding there.
Three UAVs.
They are eating my strikes like nothing. Push in. Delta is kinda isolated. Go in together. Just hold. Either Delta or Hotel.
Thanks, bud.
Call your targets as you go in. The death strike is hurting. Hotel.
Contacts Charlie 5, Delta 5, watch for him.
Echo is also a bit painful. Golf left torso. Golf left torso is open. Golf going down. Keep pumping strikes. Three 5, you can still win this. Keep Delta is one shot. Delta 6 Marauder. Watch for all the fishies.
Target destroyed. New target. New target acquired. Net bomb critical damage.
Hotel, one shot. Get it, get it. Friendly Hanji, fall back.
Two for a pop.
Fuel at 0%.
Keep calling targets. See something, tell us the component, where it is. It's tight. And we all like it tight. Coming to ya. Kid Fox right torso. Bravo. I'm on the Kid Fox. Draw his aggro. He's going down. Got him.
Really healthy.
Yeah. Careful because we are not.
Target acquired.
Yeah, learn him. Learn him.
Yeah, keep your distance from him and learn him.
If we all draw aggro, he'll be in trouble.
Target destroyed.
Ha! I got a mini skirt. Hentai for the win. And oh, the Veagle. Point blank range, guys. Point blank. Oh, so as you could see, that was a really intense fight on Solaris City. And down to the wire, but really showcasing this build's capability. And sadly, the last guy is CERN, a really nice guy, but sadly stuck on this terrain here, which happens quite often in Solaris City. But let me slowly castrate him and we'll come down to the end screen.
Get him in the ass, right in the middle of his legs. You pop his leg, he might be able to jump out of there. Get him in the middle of his legs in the back.
But I want him to come out. So a clutch performance in the Vulcan 5M, but like I said earlier, showcasing the use of the high mobility, sustained DPS to constantly hit the enemies from different angles and sowing confusion. And of course, carrying the match honestly in this particular game. And 1014 damage, 5 KMDD, 6 kills, 13 components is an excellent performance, showing that even though you don't have as much firepower as a Vulcan 5T, you can still do a lot if you know what to do with a certain mech. And a match score of 723 rewards me nicely. As you could see from the previous match, this build actually has potential, but you gotta maximize the use of its high mobility and high speed. Otherwise, you might as well just take a Vulcan 5T. But yet again, if you can do all that and use the sustained fire from the 4 Bino Pulse lasers to hit the enemy from different angles like the previous match, you can do amazing and also carry the match. But anyway, right now we're dropping on Hellebore Rift, the overly bright map, and I'm gonna charge punch all these assaults and head to Zimbabwe through the corner of the map. So my initial strat is to go wide on the right and cut in, picking off any stragglers that I find and basically harass them to death, like these people. Bravo 4 contacts, heavies. This mech also makes a great scout, and as you can see, I was able to pinpoint the rear of the enemies. They're entering Charlie 4. Echo's the slowest. Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up on him and pick out the one target here, this Orion here. So as I fire on him, calling him out, friendly lerms rain down on him, making him confused and allowing me to deal more damage without any return fire. As the friendly piranha comes in, he knows he's screwed. He is gonna pay for his mistakes, and yep, there he goes. Good kill. He goes down. Got Golf coming up, Trebuchet, Lerms as usual. Another target here, one Lerm Trebuchet. So doing a bit of defensive play as I try to move up on him. So jumping up high with my 6 jump jets and doing lots of damage to him. He's hit running, I hit his rear, he's on the run. So gonna try get him in the rear. Oh, good one, Bones. Dr. Bones gets Delta the kill. 3 ramp. Dr. Bones stole my kill. So lots of targets, great positioning here. There is a Jaeger, Alpha. 21% range helps. Extra range that is. Foxtrot in the open. So one Dire got isolated. Gonna quickly move up on him. Got 2 buddies with B. So yep, he's not moving. LB Bill with pulses, interesting. So using the low ground to sneak up on him, that's a light. He'll be the bigger threat, but it's an ERPPC mislings. He'll probably reposition. Ooh, the Dire is still there. I think he knows he's screwed. So he's gonna hang around and just put his back to the wall and hope to do damage before he goes down. So a bit of pop-tutting, slowly jumping, exposing only the top of myself as I hit his top. His arms are a bit low slung, so he's not able to return fire. Knowing your enemy helps a lot. Trying to get the kill there, but nope, one more shot. Nope, I think it's structure skills. I can see his top and yep, good enough for me to get the kill, solo kill. But of course, don't NASCAR, time to return to the group. And I'm nicely positioned on the flanks. Picking out the bigger guys first. Always go for the big guys first, like this Mauler. Pop the strike on this.
Hotel.
Pop the strike on this Fafnir.
Hotel legs are weak. Fafnir.
Paper Doll shows his right leg is really weak. The strike comes in right onto the Fafnir, doing quite a bit of damage. Standard engine Mauler, and somebody steals that kill. After so much firing, I've been firing for quite a long time. Finally shutting down. Cost me the kill though as somebody takes that Fafnir. I worked hard for him.
Watch out, Charlie 3 low.
So friendly team, pushing that Mad Dog. Not enough to get the kill,
Linebacker is fresh. Marauder 2C India.
but enough for me to get the kill assist. So going up, low ground is always bad. Obi-Wan was right. Oh, a fresh, yep, he's fresh. SRM vomits linebacker very deadly.
Charlie now open CT.
Able to open a CT, but one mistake and that will cost me because there's lots of missiles. 36 missiles, 72 point alpha. This Piranha just blazes and shoots my arm. But I'm gonna use him to draw aggro. Oh, suddenly a commando. The only mech with better hitboxes than the Vulcan is the commando. So I'm actually playing off this Piranha, using him to draw aggro. Like he drew away the commando, so I can work on the linebacker here. Very careful because, like I said, one mistake,
Linebacker left torso.
72 points of damage and I'm out of the game. Oh, hello random commando. Can I get another shot? Can I kill you? Oops. Oh. Poor, I'm sorry, Piranha, oops. But anyway, my main target's this linebacker. He's a bigger, chunkier target, easy to hit. That jump went badly, went too high vertically. I'm trying to get a kill, showing him my right side because I have my arm there. Oh, but the friendly Mad Dog
Good
gets
kill
him.
on Charlie.
So, good teamwork there. Working in the Piranha, and I actually didn't know the Mad Dog was still alive. Accidentally lured the Mad Dog to, the linebacker to the Mad Dog, and the Mad Dog got the kill. So anyway, was hoping to get the linebacker, showing him my right side earlier because I could take damage from the
Fafnir,
right.
Bravo 4.
So as I said, I could take damage from the right, just not the front. My CT is caught from dueling the linebacker, so gotta be careful. That's a Fafnir. Yet
Lure
again,
him.
yet again. Go Piranha, draw aggro.
Go for his legs. Go for his legs.
So there goes the Piranha, very aggressive player. Using
never
him,
mind.
using him to draw attention away. The
I'm going for his right torso.
Fafnir really wants me. I think he's focusing on me. So giving the Piranha a bit of time to work on him, so the Fafnir's attention will focus on the Piranha, like right now. So that's when I come in, targeting its right torso, but it's dual heavy gauze. So gotta be really careful. I can still hit I can still take a shot on the right side, just not the left or center. So using this rock outcrop to move up on him. There he is, distracted by the Piranha. Always know where your friendly teammates are.
Hey, well done. Nice fight.
And I got that kill. So thanks to that Piranha player. Good teamwork even though he probably didn't realize I'm working with him. And a good hit and run performance with this Vulcan 5M. So let's take a look at this. 1017 damage, 2 kills, amazing. 3 KMDDs, so yet again a great performance with, well, 1000 over damage is always good. And let's take a look at the max scores of 623. So that's the Vulcan 5M, high mobility, high speed, hit and run DPS build. SDPS rather.